Hi everyone, welcome back to Zunova, and in this video I'd like to show you how easy it is to generate an enormous amount of stock research from one simple prompt. As you see right here, this is right on the home page of Zunova.com, and it is free to use for any user that would like to try it out. And as you can see here, I start with a simple prompt for the top 10 high sentiment stocks. What are the sentiment, previous close, the 6-month price forecast, and 6-month alpha forecast? Our AI models, which are quite robust, return this information from that single prompt in this grid. As you go below the grid, you'll see what GPT-4 Turbo is returning as a summary of websites that it found from the initial prompt that could add some clarity to the answer. It also will suggest some follow-up questions to the user, which you could simply click on and get an answer. I have clicked on Analyze the stocks in the table above, which will show below. So here are the actual websites that came up from that initial prompt that you can click on any to get more information. Then down below here, you'll see where the answer is for Analyze the table above. First, you can see the prompt that GPT Turbo is using, which is telling you about the different models that are used for machine learning within the platform. Then down below that, you can see after the prompt is the actual answer from GPT Turbo. As it analyzes that grid and gives you its analysis of the portfolio of stocks and also each individual stock. Now, besides that, you're going to get a complete grid here, which you can click on any one of those stocks that were in the initial grid above in the answer and get information like backtest for whichever stock you've selected out of that portfolio that was chosen. You can see all the information here from a 2-year backtest. You could select factor analysis. In this case, it's doing it against the S&P 500 over a backtest of 2 years. You can look at many others. Insider summary, who's buying, who's selling. Let's go through a few more. You can look at peers. We can look at performance measures. Get a lot of information. This is just on the individual stock level. And you can keep going. Do one more. Let's look at key stats. And here's key stats of Acadia Pharmaceuticals. And there are many more. You can also look at charts. In this case, I can look at a candlestick chart. There are about 200 different charts, interactive charts like this, that you can look at on the individual stock level. And again, this is all from a single prompt within the ChatGPT interface. Generate report. Look, let's say company info, backtest, factor analysis, F-score, insider summary. And there's my report. Very easy to do. The grid itself, as you scroll across, has many AI outputs. So besides the initial prompt for a specific prediction of price in the future or probability, it will also give you, as you can see here, for each stock sentiment analysis, and then the predicted prices from 1 day all the way out to 1 year, the percent change, the predicted alpha out to 1 day to 1 year for every single stock as you scroll across. So without having to even go in and put in another prompt, you can just look in the grid for each one of these stocks and see every single point that's calculated for prediction of price, alpha, delta, probability of alpha. And then it will have all the different high, low, and medium ranks or cluster ranks, pattern recognition of all these different technical indicators, whether or not there are any true candlestick patterns for each one of these stocks, more technical indicator clusters for high, low, medium pattern recognition, and there's over 200 of these. So again, this is all coming from that single prompt that we looked at from the beginning of this video. As you get to the end of all of these, you'll get charts. You'll get a sentiment chart of where it currently is as far as sentiment is concerned. You get a price and alpha chart of showing what the current prediction is out to 1 year right now for this particular stock. What's in blue is historical, and what's in red is projected out to 1 year. You also will get accuracy charts to show you how accurate this stock pattern has been with the actual model itself. And so the actual prices are calculated from 1 day a year ago out to 14 days a year ago. And it shows you that the difference or mean error difference between the actual and the projected is about 4.15%, so an accuracy rate of 95.85% over a 14-day period. You can go out further, and I can look at a 26-week period, and here you can see out to 180 days, it still had a mean accuracy rate of 91.93%. So there's a tremendous amount of information here, again, from a single prompt right here that we started with. And you can just keep going and going with these prompts and generating new reports and new analysis using GPT Turbo with the Zunova AI machine learning data. Hope this is helpful. Thank you.